Are you feeling bored of your flat, bland images? No matter what colors you choose, you can't get them to stand out and punch out the page? I've got the solution for you. This is one of my personal favorites. It brings a depth and dimension to it and has light playing off it. It's a lovely effect and it can be done very simply in Canva. So follow along with this tutorial and by the end of it, you will be blown away by the effect. So let's jump into Canva and get sparkling. Okay, so coming into canva.com, you can use any size document that you need to. We are working in a landscape card for today. First step is to get your text up. So you are just going to go and add a text box, put your title in or whichever font that you are wanting to turn to gold. Make it nice and big. You can always resize it later. So at the moment you're just wanting to get it as big as possible for the purpose of the font. We are going to be using the London font today. Put that in the middle. Right, so you've got your font and you've got your title of what you are wanting to turn to gold. That is step one. Step two, you're going to go over to elements and we're going to add in a rectangular shape. We're going to make it a nice bright color that is contrasting. And then we're going to make sure that it covers the entirety of our font. Over to position and send to back. Next step is to turn this font into a white color. Great, there we have it. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to print this page. So we're going to go over to download, PNG, make it nice and large and download. So this is essentially going to be printing the screen or printing the page. Then we're going to go over to add page, come down to uploads, and this will have gone to your download folder. So you're going to click on that, add it in. Now what we're going to do is we're going to enlarge on it again. Now it might be useful just to crop in some of the sides there, just roughly. And then what we're going to do is go over to elements and we're going to search elements and you can type in gold and you can have a look at what comes up under the graphics and the photographs. So have a look. You're just wanting something that is quite high contrast and quite dynamic. We are going to use this one because it's got a nice diagonal golden movement running through it already. Position and send to back. Then we're going to go over into this image here and we're going to click on background remover. Now, if you do not have the premium subscription, make sure you check out my link in the description below for how to remove the background outside of Canva. Okay, you just need to go, there is a simple solution that you can do outside of Canva. Premium solution is just one click option right up here, but check out that link if you need that. So now you can already see how that gold movement is going to interact with your text. Okay, so you can resize this or move it around until you are happy with how it is interacting. So I am wanting something that is fairly high contrast. This can be cropped in if you need to. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add in this exactly the same color to the background so that it sort of merges. Now it's really important if you can see that faint line that's running around that text box, you just need to get rid of that. So you can just play around with the crop until you no longer see it because that would not be good. And then what I'm going to do now, you can just proceed to the next step now, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just try and play a little bit with the adjustment levels of the gold just to make it a little bit more punchy. So I'm going to go over to layers, make sure that my gold is selected and then go to edit and up here to adjust. This is not mandatory. It's just literally something that will enhance the look. So I'm just going to up the contrast a little bit. I'm upping the brightness. So there we have it. I've now got the background color exactly the same as that original red that I used. I'm going to go back over to share, download, pull this right up so it's nice and high. And then we're going to go over to deselect everything and make sure that that current page is selected, page 2. To download that. And then we go over to a new page. Don't need that background anymore. And then we go to uploads, upload files, pull that in there. And now what we're going to do is our final step is we're going to go to background remover. Remember, use that link in the description below if you need the free version of that. So this is a premium version, but it can be done with a free version. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Your job could be done right here. All right. So if that's all you need, you can move along. But if you are wanting to add a lovely finishing touch and just that little bit of extra sparkle, let's go over to elements and we are going to type in sparkle. We're going to go to graphics. Here's a nice little sparkle. You can pick one that works for you. And you are wanting to just make it fairly small and dynamic. Now, what I'm going to do, just for the sake of this tutorial so that you can see what we're doing, I'm going to just create a background color so that you can see the shine. This gold effect works really beautifully on a on a dark background. So I'm just literally having a look at where there are lighter parts to the design. So there we have it. We have a lovely gold sparkly effect for your font. Final step is to go over to share, download, and make sure it's a PNG file, and that it's just your last page that's selected. You're going to download that. That's going to go into your download folder where you'll be able to move it into any of your other documents. If you've created your gold font from this tutorial, make sure that you pop a gold star into the comments below so that I know that you are shining. Once you've created this gorgeous razzle-dazzle gold font, you'll be ready to try the next step, which is to convert your 2D logo into a 3D logo. Check out this video here for another simple, easy step-by-step tutorial using Canva. I'm Gigi from Spotted Hat Design, and we help new business owners create professional branding and graphics using Canva in just a couple of minutes. If you enjoyed this tutorial, make sure you subscribe for more simple step-by-step tutorials using Canva.